Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Decided this morning is just so nice. Have the coffee on the deck, talk to you guys, and get our week started. Um, the birds are singing, and it's just noise of what kind of noises go on. And we're still living in that new normal, very new normal, because we're barely getting out of our homes now and getting around. But the sun is so important to us. And so, you know what? If you can study out on the deck or get out a little bit and get some fresh air even in between, make sure you do that. And I know a lot of you are working, so there's lots of challenges still. But make the best that you can. In reading your discussions, I always enjoy the discussions. You guys have great discussions and great, submissions in those discussions. So in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where you talked about your brand slogans, you guys come up with some of the best I've seen actually. And very well done and great conversations about those and people will pick up on something, oh, they didn't think about that. And then building a brand, we even build a brand about ourselves. Um, I always think about when I worked in radio, and that's been 12 years ago now, and I was the general manager there. So, yeah, I had a brand. Everybody knew that Die Best wore black all the time, and that was true. She branched out since then. But people knew, what do they think of when they think of you? It's the same as when you see those big golden arches, it's McDonald's. And so everything has a uniqueness to it in building that brand. So whether you're building a brand of yourself, maybe you're really funny, have great stories to tell, and that might be part of your brand. So your brand is what you make it to be. Um, you know, it's just different things that are part of a business or an organization or part of a nonprofit. Some nonprofits have mascots, and when you think of it, the mascot, the bear, is part of that plan. So it's little things that stand out and make you unique. And understanding consumer behavior. So we need to understand what consumers want in order to deliver what will attract them to your organization. So looking at all those things. So this Sunday, part two of your marketing plan is due. And I know a lot of you guys are well on your way in that. I'm really proud of you. And so in this part, you have your objectives, your three objectives. What are they going to be? You have your mission statement prior to that, and your market target. And then you create your pyramids from your objectives. And then you've got what we call in marketing the 4 Ps. So product, place, price, and then that big old promotion worth 25 points. So that's using all the platforms that make sense for marketing in your organization and what you're going to use them, how you're going to use them within your organization, and making sure that the markets, target markets, and your platforms match. And sometimes they may be one and the same, but it's a different message to a different demographic. So you'll do those, and then the little press release at the end, and that's going to be the end of part two. And I know I've talked to many of you, or I've talked to all of you, but in some of our conversations, you're saying how it seems to be a little daunting to get started, but once you're started, that it seems to be rolling along quite nicely. And that's what I expected at this point. And then when you get into part three, you're going to find that becomes repetitious and quick to, maybe not quick, but is just more time consuming to put together that last part. And we'll talk about that more next week when we get there. But you'll find everything rolls together. So it's all going to make sense, and your organization's going to have a nice marketing plan that they can use, and hopefully they will use. So that's it. I'll be meeting with some of you this morning, and I'll be meeting with the rest of you on Wednesday. And so have a good week. Reach out if you have any questions, but I think you guys are doing just super. And we'll soon be done. So hang in there. Have a good week.